Simon, I was in company yesterday with Tony Bellew, who was telling me, of course, what it is like to have fought Oleksandr Usyk, and he thinks the guy just doesn't change. He's a machine. He'll come at you. He'll try and stand on your feet. You don't get any escape from him inside the ring, and we'll see more of it against Fury on the 21st of this month.
Fury or Usyk?
I got Fury.
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 Usyk.
Fury.
Usyk. Fury.
Fury.
I root for Usyk.
Fury.
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 Going with Tyson Fury.
I'm betting to Usyk.
On the fence.
What is it? I want Usyk #1. And I got to give credit to Crawford.
The rematch between Oleksandr Usyk and Tyson Fury is one of the most anticipated fights in recent heavyweight boxing history. Scheduled for December 21st in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, this bout has fans and analysts speculating on how it will unfold.
Because you always said, look, that was my mountaintop. You've said it, but this is for everything. We don't seen this for over 25 years.
I know all that, and I'm very, very honoured to be a part of this Saudi Arabian vision. This is not really about me or Oleksandr Usyk, is it? All right, boxing's one thing, but you got to look at what Saudi are doing in sports.
Changing the game.
Well, within 6 months, they put on 5 or 6 of the biggest shows of boxing history's ever happened. Do you know what I mean? And I'm a part of that going forward, the part of the 2030 vision. So how lucky am I? How blessed am I? You know, it's absolutely fantastic.
Oleksandr Usyk, I choose you. Get over here. Come on. Come on. Give me a hug, brother. I'll give you. Hug me. Oh, I needed that hug. How you doing? Let's go. Who are you? Who are you?
Their first encounter earlier this year resulted in a split decision victory for Usyk, who made history by becoming the first 4-belt heavyweight champion of the modern era. The result was controversial, with many praising Usyk's technical brilliance, while others argued that Fury could have done more to assert his dominance. The stakes are even higher this time, as Fury seeks to reclaim his position at the top of the heavyweight division, while Usyk aims to solidify his legacy as one of the greatest fighters of all time.
When you finish this fight here, if you win, it feels like there is no one else for you to fight.
Not if, when.
Okay, when? Does that mean you can hang the gloves up and you can be a striker back in the Ukrainian Pro League and score loads of goals in football? Or are there more fights out there for you? You fought everyone.
I'm gonna continue boxing. I gonna continue training. Maybe I take rest 3-4 months. Yeah, I wanna play with my team Polissa.
Expert predictions for the rematch are varied, reflecting the complexity of this matchup. Eddie Hearn, the prominent promoter, has voiced his support for Fury, emphasizing the Gypsy King's intelligence and adaptability. Hearn's perspective has evolved since the first fight, where he underestimated Usyk's ability to outthink and outmaneuver Fury. Hearn has even hinted at the possibility of a Fury-Anthony Joshua showdown should Fury emerge victorious, which adds an additional layer of intrigue to this fight.
What can he do differently? Like, I was quite fascinated in the first fight by the fact that Usyk walked him down and beat him up. Like, I thought Fury might come out on the front foot, but then again, that kind of suits Usyk as well. He's a very good counterpuncher. But the fact that he was able to do that, that's why I think it was a remarkable performance. You know, for a 15-stone guy to push back a 20-stone guy and beat him up was very impressive. And I don't know what Fury should do in this fight. You know, when AJ boxed Usyk, I was just, all you got to do is just stick it on him. Like, it's not that easy, because he can do everything, Usyk. But they're both coming towards the back ends of their career. So who's freshest? Is the punch resistance still there?
On the other hand, boxing legend Lennox Lewis has leaned towards Usyk, praising the Ukrainian champion's consistency and ability to execute a winning game plan. According to Lewis, Fury may have underestimated Usyk in their first meeting, allowing the smaller and more agile fighter to rack up points with his precise punching and movement.
Oh, well, if you fought Usyk, what would you do? I would say, well, you know, I would throw a good uppercut because he's susceptible to uppercuts, and I throw a mean uppercut. And that's how I would definitely fight the fight.
Do you think he's vulnerable to the body?
Well, anybody that's vulnerable to the body and everybody's saying it usually goes back and works on the body and says, I make them think I'm vulnerable to the body. That's what I want them to think. Now my body's tough, and if they go to the body, I'm going to hit them at the same time.
Other experts have weighed in with their analyses. Amir Khan, a former world champion, believes that Fury will make the necessary adjustments to turn the tide in his favor. Khan predicts that Fury's improved preparation could result in a stoppage victory in the later rounds, particularly if Fury uses his size and physicality more effectively. Joseph Parker, a heavyweight contender and a close friend of Fury, also supports Fury in this rematch, but expects a points decision rather than a knockout.
Hi guys, this is Amir Khan, two-time world boxing champion, and I'm really looking forward to the big heavyweight fight between Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk. I mean, this is a fight that we've not had for a very, very long time, and big well done to Turkey Sheikh on bringing this fight to Riyadh season, Saudi Arabia. So I'm going to be there. I want you guys to tune in as well and be there, because this is a fight that we all want.
He hurt Tyson Fury, which I was very surprised by as well. But look, overall, look, it happens in boxing. It happens in, and look, I can hear Tyson talking now. Look, it happens in boxing. You sometimes have a bad day in the office. I think today was Tyson Fury's bad day in the office.
Who wins the rematch?
Tyson Fury.
He acknowledges that Usyk presents a unique challenge with his footwork and tactical acumen, which makes the Ukrainian difficult to pin down. Meanwhile, Tony Bellew, a former cruiserweight champion, predicts another victory for Usyk. Bellew believes that Usyk's confidence from the first fight will propel him to a unanimous decision win, noting that Fury may struggle to adapt to Usyk's relentless pace and clever angles.
First one, Anthony Joshua.
Number 3.
Mike Tyson.
I thought you were going to do this era. You know, you're going back in the day now. Number 2.
Usyk.
Oh, you got me here, haven't you? You got me here. Can I change? No. Look, I'll have to put him number 4. 3. Number 4, sorry.
Lennox Lewis.
Number 1.
Tyson Fury.
Oh my God, you got me again. So, I think Ty's with number 1.
Renowned trainer Teddy Atlas has hailed Usyk as one of the greatest fighters in history, cementing his legacy as a true all-time great. Atlas believes Usyk has earned his spot on the exclusive list of undisputed champions and has achieved greatness in an era filled with elite competitors.
Where does Oleksandr Usyk fit now in the scheme of the greatest of all time? I'm going to tell you this. There's great ones, let's not forget. There's great ones in this great history of this sport, this great sport that's been around so long. So you could go on and on. Usyk belongs on that list. He has put himself on that list as one of the greatest winners, period, of any generation, period, any weight class, period. In the sport of boxing. He has earned the right to be on that list. And I want to give credit to Terence Crawford. You know, he's a pretty quiet guy. You know, he doesn't talk a lot. I think he's number 1 pound for pound. I have Inoue number 2 pound for pound. And Usyk was, you know, up there. But I thought those were the guys.
While expressing admiration for Usyk, Atlas stated he wants to elevate the Ukrainian to the number 1 pound-for-pound spot, but also credited Terence Crawford for making that ranking debatable. Atlas's acknowledgement highlights how Usyk's success has sparked conversations about where he belongs among boxing's modern legends.
I have moved Usyk. ESPN people called me this morning and said, Teddy, do you want to update your pound-for-pound list? I said, yeah, I do. I feel like I have to. Any changes? Yeah, I have a change. What is it? I want Usyk number 1. And I got to give credit to Crawford, who I had number 1. Crawford, I didn't know this at the time, My son told me, because I don't read the internet with all you crazy people out there, you know, that do the internet stuff, that know how to read all that. I don't even know how to turn the thing on. If I want to see something, hey, I gotta call my wife or could you turn this on? Could you look up something for me, because I don't know how to do it.
One of the most fascinating aspects of this rematch is how the fighters' physical attributes contrast with their styles. Fury is significantly taller and heavier than Usyk, giving him an advantage in reach and power. However, Usyk's agility and speed often make him a more elusive target, allowing him to land clean shots while avoiding heavy punishment.
At the end of the first round and the start of the second round, how important was it to show him early on that you could hurt him?
Це була запланована акція, яку я напрацьовував на протязі 9 місяців. Треба було одразу обозначити батька в рингі.
Show him who's boss early. There were times where he found his distance quite well in the middle rounds. He landed some body shots from range. Was there ever a moment in the fight that you were concerned or you were worried that he was managing to land these shots?
Нічого я не переймався, у мене все було, був процес.
The stakes of this fight go beyond the immediate outcome. For Tyson Fury, a victory would not only restore his status as the top heavyweight in the world, but also set the stage for potential blockbuster fights against other top contenders like Anthony Joshua or Deontay Wilder. A loss, however, could raise questions about his ability to adapt and reclaim his dominance. Heavyweight contender Derek Chisora has confidently predicted that Usyk will 100% beat Tyson Fury again. Chisora praised Usyk's ability to move seamlessly around the ring, utilizing footwork and angles that leave opponents baffled, which he believes will prove too much for Fury to handle.
Yeah, you know, we have to give a shout to Usyk. You know, he actually beat my backside. He beat AJ twice. He beat Daniel Dubois, and he beat Fury. Do you understand? He's beating up all the British boys. He gave us a whoop ass, basically. Is he gonna do it again? I think he might do it again.
What's he like to face up to? What are the problems that he gives you?
He moves along, and he's very fit. He's the only guy when they were promoting the fight with AJ, the second one, he arrived in London, and he went to Olympic swimming pool, and he swam for 6 hours non-stop.
Jeez. It's interesting. AJ was saying about that, like after round 9 or so, you're going into those penultimate rounds when you think, right now the fight's getting hard and it becomes more of a psychological battle than the physical one. He said that's when Usyk comes into his own, because that's when he turns it up a notch and you can't compete with him. Any heavyweight, he's sort of like he's got that extra gear in him, and that's what makes him different.
But a lot of people think that Derek in that fight made life remarkably difficult for Usyk.
Probably give him the hardest fight he's had.
That's my point.
Chisora also highlighted Usyk's mastery of angles and movement, describing how the Ukrainian chucks and moves around the ring with ease. He emphasized that this unique ability separates Usyk from other heavyweights, making him a nightmare for anyone in the division.
He starts off slowly and going in, and he gets harder and harder and harder. By the time it's round 6, you think you're around 10, but you're only around 6. You know, so you have to be fit. And he keeps chucking. He chucks and moves around. And with southpaws as well, it's the leading hand already. So if you do any silly mistakes, you get punished.
It's the combinations with a heavyweight as well. Heavyweights don't throw combinations like that as well, innit? So I think that's what it is.
Is there anyone else like him out there, Derek?
No. Even if you get sparring partners, they can't spar like him. So it's like you're just trading for a ghost.
Are you telling me that Usyk will do it again to Fury?
Yes. 100%.
Prominent commentator Adam Smith has expressed amazement at Usyk's hand speed and precision. Smith noted that Usyk's combination of relentless handwork, pinpoint accuracy, and unmatched technique sets him apart from his contemporaries, making him one of the most dangerous fighters in boxing today.
Would deal with Usyk, but Usyk has gone through the division, done everything that he needed to do. So you can't give him anything other than plaudits. And by the way, he is exactly as Adam describes. He's a very elegant, sophisticated, balanced athlete that gives credit. I love the way he refers to the opportunities he got given by Anthony Joshua. I think that's such an elegant way to look back on the legacy that he's inherited for himself or gained for himself. I think it'll be a fascinating fight. No one knows whether Tyson Fury can dig deep. He's never been in this space before. He's never lost. So nobody knows whether he has the ultimate ability to come back, but he's fighting against somebody that is just a brilliant athlete. just a brilliant boxer in all respects. And I think he's a lot more than 1% talent.
I agree. I think it's a huge talent, and he's a southpaw to boot as well. You don't win 350 amateur fights and then 21 professional fights, stay undefeated, climb up to heavyweight, having cleaned up the cruiserweight world if you haven't got talent. He's got huge talent. I think his point was, though, that, and it's his message to kids, because when he does call it a day on boxing, he wants to inspire the next generation. He wants to work with kids. And he has kids of his own, of course. He's very family-minded. And I think for him, it is all about, putting one foot in front of the other and keeping going. And that's what makes Oleksandr Usyk just special. And he's also a very, very intelligent man and a very nice guy.
In the end, the rematch between Oleksandr Usyk and Tyson Fury is not just a battle for heavyweight supremacy, but a testament to the resilience, adaptability, and brilliance of two of boxing's greatest champions. As the world awaits the final bell, one thing is certain: this fight will leave an indelible mark on the sport, forever remembered as a defining moment in the heavyweight division. Whether Fury reclaims his crown or Usyk solidifies his legacy, the clash of these titans promises to be an unforgettable spectacle that will echo through the annals of boxing history.
His walkout music, which was fantastic, and his brother flanking him, shoulder pads on, walking to the ring to fight Tyson Fury, and take my money. Take my money. Obviously, this is providing Tyson Fury beats Oleksandr Usyk, right? Just the idea of it, like the idea of that Rocky, like, the Rocky Balboa films where he's fucking done anything for 10 years and then fights Antonio Tarver or whatever. I just find it crazy. I find it crazy. And this is legit. This isn't me just making up a video title for you guys to watch and click. No, this is legit. This is what Turkey said to me and Ariel Helwani.
What's your prediction for the rematch between Oleksandr Usyk and Tyson Fury? Share your thoughts in the comments below.